Go ahead, Mark.
Jimmy.
Mark Murphy, Boston Herald. Paul, can you just go through what you felt when you went down initially, what happened when you went into the locker room, and, you know, you came back pretty quickly. What went into that?
Well, when I first fell to the ground, I heard a pop in my knee, and it was all I felt was pain when I grabbed it. And I thought it was at the point. I thought it was just. I thought I tore something. That's the way it felt at the time. Because I mean, usually when I go down, I'm getting right back up. But it was an instance where I turned my knee and it popped. I heard the pop, and I was just in pain where I just couldn't move. And once I got to the back, I felt on it. Then I stood on my 2 feet and just tried to see where the pain was at. It was on the inside of my knee. Tried to put weight on it. It wasn't bad. Tried to move laterals, a little soreness. Once I felt I could put weight on it, I was like, I had to get back out there to help my ball club. That's all that was going through my mind. Just being in the finals, being a part of it. I just wanted to get back out there.
Did Doc tell you to check in? I mean, he was a little caught by surprise when you walked up to the score.
Not really. I just told him, let me get out there, see how I feel, and go from there. Just didn't want it just to sit down and get stiff, so I just said, let me give it a try and see how I feel.
Mike, on your right.
Paul, maybe Kevin, if you could also, respond to what Paul was saying about what did the team kind of suspect had happened? I mean, were you guys fearing the worst when you saw him get carried off? And Paul, what were your thoughts when you got carried off the court?
I thought that was it. I mean, I thought a lot of things going through my mind. I thought I tore something. Once you hear the pop, and I couldn't move it at first. I thought that was it. But I really didn't test until I got to the back. But obviously, it's in pain right now. The doctor said I have a strained meniscus. See how it feels tomorrow, the next day, and go from there.
We saw him actually being carried off and didn't know what the situation was. We kept asking, was he all right? He wasn't responding to that. Doc's trying to get us back to the huddle. One thing you know about P is that he's very, very tough. We've seen him play through numerous injuries, throughout the season. And times when we thought he wasn't going to play, he played. And he played his best, if you ask me. So, when he wasn't really responding, it was kind of like, uh-oh, what's going on? And Doc got us back organized. And, when he came out, you just heard the roar of the crowd. He was walking, he was up on his own strength. And, he rejuvenated us, I think, to the point to where he gave everybody life. I think defense picked up a little bit. I don't know if he went on a run, but I can tell in everybody's eyes it was a bit rejuvenated. So it was good to see him be okay there, actually.
Bill Doyle, Worcester Telegram. Paul, did you get pushed into the cameramen? What happened? How did you fall there? And do you think you'll be able to play the next game?
We'll see. I mean, it's in pain, and I was able to get through the night. I don't know if it was off adrenaline or what, but got through it. But when I saw the replay out back, I was guarding Kobe at the time, and I challenged the shot when I came down. Perkins came down on my foot, and at the same time, I think I turned my leg while he was on it, and I think that's how I twisted the knee.
Rachel?
Obviously a very different situation, but you heard a lot of people in the crowd start yelling Willis Reed when you came out. What do you remember from that, and did you hear any of that?
I mean, I wasn't trying to imitate him. I mean, it was a situation where that's what it was. I got hurt. I came to the back, tested out, jumped out there. I don't know what to say. I'm just glad I was able to get back out there.
Doc said that 10 years is a long time to wait. That's why you were so quick to get back out there. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Just the thing about it, a lot was going through my head, and I was just like, man, it can't be over like this. And, I think just God just sent this angel down and said, hey, you're going to be all right. You need to get back out there and show them what you got.
Brian on the right.
Brian Mahoney from the Associated Press.
Kevin, were you guys, the way you take pride in your defense, were you insulted at all that people kept asking what kind of adjustments you would have to make against this team, as if what you did all year wasn't good enough?
No, insulted? No. I think people look at some of the games where, obviously, when we didn't play well, they use them as examples as facts that, hey, this is what you can do on this team. Not really understanding that teams that teams do get in rhythm, and they young players, they get paid also, and use it against the fact that we are a good team. They got a whole other side, and you can pick out games to where defensively wasn't as sharp as other games, and but insulted, no, not at all. We look at it sometimes as trying to balance it out. Critics try to balance things out at times, and that's what it is. You can't get caught up in that. Got to continue to do what you've been doing all year.
Steve on the right.
Steve Bulpett, Boston Herald. Paul, can you talk about the defense overall on Kobe and your part in it in the fourth quarter?
I just wanted to make them work, and that's what we try to do. We threw numerous defenders at him with Posey, Ray, myself, and just wanted to give them a different look. I mean, we're all different type of defenders. I think I'm a little bit more physical. I'm more up in your face. Posey has great length, and Ray's defense has come a long way this year. I think he could do a little bit of everything. He slides his feet well. He was able to get the charge. So you want to give him different looks just to keep him uncomfortable, but that's about it. The guys did a great job. The help was there when we needed it with Kevin, Perp, PJ. So you just try to stay in front of him as much as you can, and when it gets to the hole, look for your help. And that's what we was able to do. That's the way our defense is designed.
In the middle.
Nate Long, Comcast Sportsnet. Would you guys say these are the biggest games you've played in your life? And if they are, can you describe how your emotions were coming to the game today and how you control those emotions?
Emotions was high. As we said in our locker room, gas was very high. This type of game, you can't control emotions. You just let it flow. I think Paul can agree with this, where everybody's out there sort of trying to catch their breath the first couple trips up and down. But at the same time, you ride the wave as long as you can. Use your timeouts, accordingly. You sit back and try to, work on your breathing techniques and all that. That's where your yoga got to come in at, you know what I'm talking about. But for the most part, man, it's the type games. These are, the biggest games we've been a part of. And this is not the time to be holding anything back. And we don't plan on doing that. For the most part, it's go hard. That's the focus in our locker room, is go hard.
Last question on the right side.
Steve Buckley, Boston. Is that me? Steve Buckley, Boston Herald. Kevin, could you kind of size up your own game tonight, particularly the fourth quarter and the basket you scored late in the game?
Terrible. My fourth quarter was just plain out terrible, I'll be honest. I was trying to thought I got my hands on a lot of loose balls, shooting-wise. I took a lot of shots that I knew I could make, rhythm shots. I just missed them. I thought I was active, I was talkative. But, to sum it up, I can be better, and I will be.
Did you even for one moment, when Paul was taking off, say to yourself, okay, this is all on me now? Did that ever cross your mind at all?
No, but, you take some of the responsibility when one of the guys go out. Like when Ray and Paul are not in the game, then I know I got to sort of solidify everybody and get them open shots at the same time, be aggressive. You do take a bit of responsibility on yourself just to be aggressive offensively. On defense, I'm the talkative one. It's my place to make sure I'm talking. Guys know where picks coming from. We're all active, that type of thing.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Kobe Bryant will be next.